All right, so we can move on to question 2 now. And this is where we talk about the labor on the operation. And please report the paid and unpaid labor that worked on the selected field to produce the 2018 soybean crop. So we'll start here. If you, the operator,
Okay.
how many hours were spent scouting for weeds, insects, and diseases?
If you add it all up, 2.
Okay. Irrigation?
Oh, a lot more irrigating, so 10.
Alrighty. And any other work by hand out
Nope.
there?
Nope.
All right. Did you have any partners involved?
Just
Unpaid
me.
workers,
Nope.
part-time or seasonal workers?
Nope. Nope.
All right. Paid full-time workers?
Nope, because everything else was custom if I didn't do it myself, so.
All right. Was any contract labor used on the select?
No.
Okay. So number 7, moving on here. Now I need some information on how much was spent for custom services used on the selected field for a 2018 soybean crop. As you can see, A through F here, we got custom service options. Let's go through one by one with you. Starting with A, custom land preparation and or shaping.
None of that this year.
Okay, custom cultivating.
None.
All right, custom planting or reseeding.
Nope.
All right, custom harvesting.
Yeah, those guys, they're crooks. And so it came out exactly to $27.92.
Exact.
Exact.
$27.92.
I'll be darned if they got $28 from me.
Right. Moving on to E then. Custom hauling to storage or point of first sale.
Nope, none of that because I did that myself.
All right. F, custom harvesting and hauling from field to storage or your point of first sale.
Nope, with that and in there, no, because I did the hauling.
All right. So now question 8. Were the soybeans harvested and hauled from the selected field dried before they were sold or stored?
No, just took them
Okay.
as is.
We'll dash that. Question 9. Did you hire any technical or consultant services to make recommendations?
Nope, not for this year.
Alrighty. Then we can skip to question 11 here on the next page. Please report how any data from the selected field in 2018 will be stored and accessed. So with A, did you access any data collected from the selected field on paper hard copy?
Yes, yep, lots of paper.
Personal computers?
Yes, definitely there.
Any cell phones, mobile devices?
Nope, I've still got a flip phone.
Keep it simple, it's alright. Did you access data collected from the selected field through an agricultural technology provider website?
Nope, not this year.
Alright. Number 12, were there any data collection tools used during field operations on the selected soybean field?
Yeah, this year we tried something new.
Alright, so with that, we can continue on here to data collection tool types. We have a yield monitor.
That was what we used.
That's what you used.
It was nice to see how the field did.
Great. So was it collected by GPS coordinates then, your data?
Yes.
And was the data used to create maps?
Yep. A yield map was pretty cool.
Great. Replacement costs of that unit?
$2,200 probably.
Right. Any annual fees that come with it?
About $1,000.
All right. You said previously that was the only tool that you used?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but there was no soil tests on the core sample?
Nope.
Soil sensor tests? But no hardwire crop condition sensors?
Nope, no sensors, hardwired or otherwise.
Okay. Wireless crop condition sensors?
Nope.
Any drones?
No drones.
Custom service applications?
No, none from that. They don't do that.
Okay. And public data from public sources?
No public data.
All right. Moving on here to question 14. Using data collected from the above previous tools table, did you obtain crop management recommendations in 2018 for the selected field from any of the following? Input dealers without other fee for services?
No.
Any input dealers with other fee for services?
No.
Custom service providers?
Nope.
Okay. USDA University Extension?
Nope.
Alrighty. So moving on here, question 15. Was any of the following GPS-enabled equipment used to produce soybeans on the selected field in 2018? For example, A, mounted in-cab head-up displays.
Yeah, that's what we did with the yield monitor.
Great. Any smartphones or computer tablets? I know you don't have a smartphone.
No, still have my flip phone.
All right. Guidance auto steering.
No, can't.
That's
do
a
that.
dash. Question D here. Variable rate applicator.
No, didn't use any of that.
Another dash. Okay. All right, we're moving on to section G now. This is where we talk about irrigation, and you obviously have irrigated acres on your operation here. But just for that one field, again, those 60 acres, how many acres in that selected field were irrigated for the 2018 bean crop?
All of them, all 60.
All 60. Perfect. Okay, and what type of irrigation system was used to apply the most water on that selected field? I saw there were some pivots when I was driving in.
Yeah, it was a center pivot.
Okay. We got a couple options here.
Okay. It'd be a center pivot, and the sprinklers are down below. So 5, because they're more than 2 feet above the ground.
All right, sounds good to me. What was the total quantity of water applied to the selected field during the entire growing season?
6 inches this year.
6 inches per acre.
Good rains.
All right. C. What % of the water used to irrigate the selected field came from surface water sources?
0.
0. What was the number of times the selected field was irrigated during the soybean growing season?
10.
10 passes. Okay. What was the pump type on this pivot?
Oh, it's a turbine.
Turbine. What was the average pumping rate?
500 gallons per minute. Seems about right.
Okay. What was the system operating pressure?
25 pounds.
Right. What was the primary motor type used to pump the water?
Natural gas.
Natural gas. All right. What was the average motor size?
90 horsepower.
90. And question 3 here. What was the cost of the fuel or electricity used to irrigate the selected field?
$50 even.
$50 per acre?
Yeah.
All right. All right, moving on here to question 4. Was any water purchased to irrigate the selected field?
No, we don't have to purchase any water.
All righty. And you don't have any siphon tubes?
Nope.
Any poly pipe or gated pipe?
Nope.
All right, so then question 8. Were any wells used to supply irrigation water for the selected field?
Yeah, we've got our own well.
How many wells were used to irrigate this field?
Just one.
1. And what was the average diameter of the outer well casing?
8 inches.
Okay. What was the average pumping depth to these wells during the irrigation season?
130 feet.
130 feet?
Yeah.
Were other fields irrigated using water pumped from wells that supplied water to the selected field?
Yeah, what the other one field is.
All right. Excluding the selected field, how many other acres on this operation were irrigated using the same wells during the 2018 growing season?
That would have been, and that's 96 acres.
All right. Question 9. Was any additional mainline or lateral pipe used to carry water from the source to the system in the selected field?
Nope. None of that.
Okay. We just go to the conclusion page here. Looks like we're in Sheridan County. Last time I checked. I can look up that FIPS code later. And that field description or name of the field, just to double check, that was that 17,829.
Yeah,
60
that
acres.
field.
Alrighty. And would you like to receive a copy of the results?
Nah.
All right, you can look them up online on our website. I'm sure you're familiar, maybe. And that's all I really have. But your phone number. I always forget to ask this sometimes.
Yeah, that's 555.
All right.
420-9127.
Perfect. Well, thank you for updating that.
All right.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for
Yeah.
helping out with the survey
It
and
was
helping
good.
your operation count.
Thanks.
Yeah. We can start again.
That's an Agler outtake.
All right. Were pesticides with different mechanisms of action routed, or let's start with that one. It's rotated, not routed. There are I'm thinking of the route of how the chemicals work and the different. crop?
I am pretty sure it was the first or the second year, or oh dang it, I screwed up. Nope.
Have you ever had the seed treatment treated for insect?
Really? I'm getting my stuff custom harvest. I'm getting beans custom harvest.
If you could just roll out or tell me what field equipment you used when you first got out there when the beans were. Or
I know, right?
I know this is
So
throat is dry. Man,
you want me to get you guys some water?
I'm good. I got my water bottle, but
Okay.
almost through it.
Well, great job, guys. Thank you very much.
Almost went through a whole water bottle.
I know, it's intense. Justin, Check, and I.
We need to remind enumerators to carry water bottles. I'm sure they do naturally, but
It's not a bad idea. When you're out there in, when you and I are out there in Kansas, we'll be be able to ask them if they saw it. And, did you see Aaron? What's the number one problem that he had?
didn't have my camel pack.
That's right.